recording. All right, hello. So last time we discussed about about permutation and counting techniques, and we already answered some of the permutation. Actually, there will be other special permutations that we will be discussing in another separate video. But I'm recording this earlier so that we can encompass more discussions in a while. Okay. Some of the discussions I'll just discuss in the classroom. Some will um, I will add on, okay, so that we can finish all about the counting techniques and go to probabilities. Okay. Now, after the permutation, okay, wherein order is included. Now we have combination. Now, combination is something of a special term wherein, okay, let's say you have something in your hand, okay, an Uno card, no, um, the order will not matter. Okay, so remember that in combination, order does not matter. Okay, so for example, you have something, a card in your hand. Okay, you have been dealt with eight and things like this. Even if you shuffle it together, okay, what matters is that you have that kind of value in your hand. All right, so let's see now. Okay, a combination is a subset of all objects wherein the order does not matter. Let's say, for example, you have two dice. Okay, six-sided dice. Actually, there are other type of dice, the 20-sided dice. Okay, now if how you order, or the value meals that you order, or the order um, that you do in a restaurant or in a fast food chain, it doesn't matter which comes first because all of that you will be able to get. And of course, the employment application. So whoever goes in, okay, it's already a combination of who will be chosen. It doesn't matter who was chosen first in the employment process, but the it's the group of people who will be um, asked to join in will matter. So even if you're being called for the first, it doesn't mean that you're the best. It just means that you were called first. No, but even if you're called the second or the last, it means that you are still getting in. Okay, so it means that you have met the standard. So that's a combination. So when you hear combination, you have to choose when counting combination. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so how do we know the formula of the combination? Okay, so the formula for combination is NCR, or N, the combination of number N taken R. Okay, so it can be written as well as like this. Okay, wherein R is the number of N is the number of objects and R is the chosen number. Alright, so this is the main formula. Remember ha, if you are having trouble with uh, memorizing the formula, always, okay, always rewrite the formula. Okay, always rewrite the formula. Okay, don't forget so that you will not be able to forget. Okay, whenever you practice, practice makes perfect. Okay, um, you need to do the formula or rewrite the formula. Again, n factorial is the product of all the integers starting from that number up to 1. Okay, and the definition is that 0 factorial is equals to 1. Okay, we will not have time to prove for this, but I can send you YouTube videos on how they prove 0 factorial to be equal to 1. Alright, so write down that formula so that you will not be able to forget about it. Okay, so the formula is n factorial, n factorial, ay, sorry, formula is n factorial over n minus r, Okay, factorial, r factorial. So if you're gonna be looking at the at our combination or our combination formula, remember NPR, di ba? NPR is what? Equals to n factorial over n minus r factorial. If we're gonna look at the formula right now, it's actually the same. It's just that um, an r factorial is multiplied, okay, at the denominator side. Okay, so here, okay. So this is the formula for NPR. Now, if you're gonna look at this one, no, yung r factorial is just actually added or multiplied at the denominator. Of course, to cancel the order. Okay, so later on this will make sense. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to our example. Okay, find the number of triangles that can be drawn using 10 points xy plane. No 3 being in the same line. Find the number of triangles. Okay, means there are 10 points. Okay, of course you can draw the triangles as much as you want. Okay, so if you would like to illustrate it, however, the best way is what? Is to, of course, use a formula first so that have you can have a concrete, okay, answer or idea on how many are you looking for. Okay, so the formula for this is NCR. Okay, again, let's see. I'll just write it here. NCR. Okay, is equal. Oh, there. Okay, NCR. Let's remove that. Okay, NCR. Uy, yeah, my mouse is having its trip again. Okay, anyways, let's just write it. Ow, it's here naman eh. NCR, we're in 10 points or there are 10 total points available. Okay, and then for the triangle, how many points do we need for the triangle? We need 3. Okay, 3 points for the triangle. So that is 10 combination of 3. Of course, okay, substituting into the formula, we have 10 factorial, 10 minus 3 times the factorial. Okay, let's just try to solve it here. Ano, so 10. Para may solution tayo. 7 factorial times 3 factorial is equals to 10 times 9 is 8. 7 times 6 times 5 times 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? And then 7 times 6 times 5 times 6 times 5, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And then we still got what? The 3 factorial. So I'll just put it in the front. So times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so all of the 7 factorials will be removed. We have 9, 10 times 9 times 8 over 3 times 2. So this becomes 3, this becomes 4 times 100. 10 times 3 times 4 is equals to 120. Kaya siya naging 120, ha? Okay, ganyan mag-solve. Okay, you try it out. Okay, so, ayan. So that you can see how it is being solved. Okay? Okay. So, I'll give you time for that in a while. So, let's go to the next example. Consider, consider 3 letters, A, B, and C. How many combinations of 2 letters are possible? Okay, so again, this is what? 3 combination of 2. Ow, shucks. Okay, so 3 combination of 2 is equals to 3 factor, gosh. Ay, nako. 3 factorial, okay, equals to 3 factorial over 3 minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial, equals to what? 3 times 2 times 1 over, okay, this becomes 1 factorial, so we can ignore it. 2 times 1, cancel, becomes 3. Okay, so there are 3 ways or 3 combinations. 3 combinations of 2 letters are possible. Alright, okay, so let's go to the next example. Okay, a young boy asks his mother to get 5 Game Boy cartridges. Wow. From his collection of 10 arcade and 5 sports games. How many ways are there for his mother to get 3 arcade and 2 sports game? Okay, so this will be quite a little bit of a challenge. So, a young boy asks his mother, so you have a total of what? 5 Game Boy cartridges. 10 arcades classified as a game genre, no? And then another 5 is classified as sports game genre. Okay? So what 10 is the arcade game genre, okay? The 5 is the sports game genre. So how many are there that his mother will get? 3 arcades, okay? There are 3 arcades and then 2 sports. So let's go for the arcade first. Arcade. So for the arcade, you have 10 arcades or 10 arcades selection, and then you can only buy 3 arcade budget. So it's called a budget. Okay, the other one is sports. Okay, so sports, you have what? Uh, ano ba? 5. You have 5 uh, sports selection. Okay, the other one is that you can only take 2 from the ano. So you have only a budget for 2 for sports. Sports budget. Okay, how many ways are there that this mother will get 3 arcade and 2 sports? Okay, so let's take first the combination of the arcade. So we have what? NCR n factorial over n minus r factorial. So we have n as 10 and we have 3 as our r. So it equals to 10 factorial over 10 minus 3 factorial. Okay, 3 factorial. Alright, so let's try to solve this. So we have what? Um, 10 times 9 times 8 times 7, okay, times blah 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 up to 1. So we know that is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then this becomes 10 factorial over 7 factorial, 3 factorial. Now, 7 factorial is what? Okay, 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. Okay, times 4. Etc. hanggang 1. Okay, so that is the, what do you call this? The factorial of 7. Okay, next is the factorial of 3. So we have 3, 2, 1. 3 times 2 times, I think this one is almost the same as our problem earlier. So 7 factorial. We have 3 and then we have 4. Okay, so I think this is still 120. Okay. Get. Now we have 120 for arcade. And then for the sports, I'll just make this a shortcut. So 5 CR is equals to 5 factorial over 5 minus r, which is r2, tapos 2 factorial. Yan. Now 5cr is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, next natin gagawin is cancel si 3 factorial sa loob. It becomes 5 times 4 over 2. Magiging 2, magiging 10. Okay, now, what is the combination of these two? Or all of these, no? So, we can actually multiply them. You have 120 possible items in the arcade. Okay, and then you have 10 possibilities in sports. Now, using counting techniques, no, can have a combination of all of these items is that we multiply 120 times 10 equals 1,200 possible ways, okay, possible ways to what? To buy the arcade and the sports game. Actually, which makes sense because there are a lot of selections, especially now with regards to games. Alright, so let's go. Now, oh, alright. So I'll end it here, okay, so that we can go to our special types of permutation in a while. Alright, so I will be uploading this today. Alright, so I'll see you in a while for our next topic, the group permutation and the circular permutation.